Waiting for my auger wagon to fill up. It's right over there. Dad's already heading down to the field. So far, harvest going pretty good. Corn is average, I'd say. We got into a field. Well, we planted a lot of 1136 because last year was by far our best corn. And right now, at least on the muck ground, it's been pretty disappointing. Hopefully it gets better when we get into some different clay fields and stuff. Had 1222 was really good. It was kicking the crap out of it. Then got into 115 day corns. They were both pretty good. All this is Pioneer. We're 100% Pioneer right now. Haven't been in the past, but for now we are. 1511 was okay. 1587 was even better, but they were a little wet. So we're gonna go back down the muck, which is black dirt. It gets a little warmer, so it's a little bit ahead of the others in maturity. Gonna finish the 111 day that we got down there. And I don't know, we might quit after that. We'll see how wet it gets. It's running 21, 22%. And the other stuff is like 24, 25. So we're getting that 25, we might just quit and then come. We're definitely not gonna work tomorrow. We'll see how long we go today. Then I think Monday we're gonna head into the sand area, sand fields around St. Francisville. There's a 114 day in there that's probably as good as any, and then we hammer down from there. And she's full. David's been down with the dump truck, spreading out the bee's wings at our pump where it comes out of the dryer. All that crap's not in the bin. Let's spread her out back on the ground best we can. A couple new things on the grain cart I didn't mention on the last one. Control is pretty much the same but slightly different. But I feel like it folds and unfolds a heck of a lot faster, so I like that. And then when you're done folding, it doesn't dribble out the end there as long, so. A couple small improvements. And at least on this one, unless it's set wrong, that thing in the middle there that the cylinder's hooked to, that piece of metal, it goes on both sides. Last one that kind of latched over. This one just goes in up against it and that's the end of it. At least that's how I've been using it. It's not leaking, so hopefully that's right. The weight here the whole time that I got every truckload, which truck it went, where it went, how many bushel. Of course this one doesn't have the moisture tester on it. It usually has wet bushel and dry bushel, that makes it really nice for proving yields and easy for crop insurance and everything. But they're gonna get a set, so good grain car. I've been driving an auger wagon full time, I guess you call it, since 2007. So what's this, year 16? I love my Brent Avalanche. Goes up and down, pivots this way, that way, in and out, the spout does. Never much problem except for that one that the track fell off. So that was the one dud. But I had a Kinsey once, wasn't a fan of that. That was 2012 and they kind of switched some things over. Had some trouble where it folded over, kept breaking right there, and we didn't have much of a crop that year because it was 2012, the big drought year. But sure like this one, it takes about 2 minutes to load up a truck. Just timed it. Somebody asked on one of the videos about the stalk devastators, talk about them a little bit. I believe this is the third year. Yeah, third year we ran them. We like them. We've had chopping heads. We've had the ones like the mowers. We've had the roto discs, which do the best, but it's a little knife on the front. You got to change about every 3,000 acres. It'll start dragging up on you. We got away from the chop heads a little bit because they chop it so fine, then all your fodder blows away. So now we're back to regular snapping rolls, and we've had the NDY stock stompers, which they work good, but they fall apart after a little bit. These have held up really good. We replace the bearings on them once a year. Haven't had a bearing go out yet. We just do that just preventive, and they do a good job. They lean them over, like right there, that one's completely broke. A lot of times they'll just bend it over at the root, break a little bit of those brace roots, snaps the stock a little bit. They say it gets it decaying faster. It might, probably does. Big thing for us, it doesn't poke up any of our tracks, doesn't mess up any of the trucks going through. So I think they're worth having. They're very low maintenance, no greasers, greaseless bearings, and we run it depending on what a rotation is, 5,000 or 6,000 acres a year. Haven't had a bearing go out yet. I don't know how long it would take. Gotta make sure to put them in the right spot though, because you put that bolt in the wrong spot, they'll break. We learned that, but just gotta pay attention to what you do when you're putting them on. I picked up some jarhead out in the field.
Yeah, stranger walking around.
Yeah, that's right. New to the channel, this is Eli, nephew, Garrett's son. He's on leave for the Marines for a little bit, so he's gonna take my spot, and I'm gonna go watch Trip play some flag football.
Well, it's Saturday. I guess we started Wednesday afternoon. Hadn't been a real fast start, but we're up to about 400 acres now. It's just 4 o'clock, so we'll get several more acres before the day's over. Corn's hanging in there pretty good, but definitely below the last 2 years. But all in all, a decent crop. And we got us a new auger wagon operator for a little bit. Reese had somewhere he wanted to go if we could. One of the kids' games. Eli got home on leave from the Marine Corps about 4 hours ago, and there he is. It's in their auger wagon tractor. Wasn't here long before we put him back to work. Kinda handy. Not everybody has a Marine drive their auger wagon cart. He'd been in it before, but it's been 2 years ago, I guess, 2 or 3. But it didn't take long. He took right back to it, just like a dog to water.
Alright, made it back. Eli didn't scare up too much while I was gone, so that's good. Trip had a good game. They won like 34-6 or something, so all is well. Got 2 riders today. Smoke Show even showed up. That's the best, because then you won't clamp up, even though you just did. We actually, combines ran all day today, so we are actually going to catch the hopper, it sounds like. It takes most of the day, though, with all that wet bushel storage we got, so it's not like we got 4 or 5 more loads, and we'll get her filled up. It was over. It was over. And then you did it. Take 2. I picked up this Hawaiian in the field. Little known fact, Salford's huge in Hawaii.
Well, this is the field that earlier I said was just 3/4 mile west of where it'd been picking, and it wasn't elbow bad. Well, got over here a little further in the field, and this one variety is elbowed real bad. I don't know how many guys out there is not running some kind of a header control now, like headside or Deere. I know the Casement don't work, but Deere's does. Claws, headside works with the feelers. But boy, if you ain't got it for this kind of corn, you're missing it, because wouldn't be doing near as good a job without these head side feelers. Really work.
Thing's also got some fancy LED lights. I think there's 4 of them on the spout. Those are nice. I like those. Aloha.
Aloha.
Heading in. Sounds like the dryer just got full. Day's done. Enjoy your last day off tomorrow. Unless
I'll
it
take
rains.
off when I want. There ain't nothing anybody's gonna do. I might not have a job, but it's all right.
He knows we can't fire him this time of year. Dang it.
We're back at it. Got the good old peak back. Trying to fix the fender. It's all right. Better than what it was. Had tire blowout. It's crinkled all through here. So I got to straighten all this out. Fender's kind of still buckled up a little bit, but the hood's very expensive to get a whole new skin for it. So that's what we had to do. So looks better than what it did.
Does look pretty. Strapping her down.
Take it straight up, or should I drive through Princeton and Vincennes and Lawrenceville?
Take the parade route.
Through the neighbor's drive.
That's a good idea.
It should be in Lawrenceville's homecoming parade. That's what it should be in.
Boy, no kidding.
Right color and everything.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Hopefully David don't fall off.
Well, I suggested that.
He's got a broken wrist.
Suggested that.
I got another 2 years.
Late.
Yeah, every 2
Break something.
years.
Every 2 years.
Could be worse. Could be in your face.
Yeah, I skipped that this time.
All agrees. Things must be getting serious because the cavalry has arrived. Gordy is back.
Top of the morning, everyone. How's everybody doing out there? Great to be back.
Going over moisture.
Oh yeah, giving him the rundown.
1 minus the moisture times the weight divided by 47.6.
Gives you dry bushel.
There you go. And they said we wouldn't use algebra. Beans are turning.
Down here on the ankle forward. This corner's being elbowed bad too, right where I'm at right here. It's not. And like a lot of times, one variety's elbowed a lot worse than the other one. I bragged on my head side how good it's working, the true side. I bragged on my gearing off corn head though. It's working mighty good. Gearing off Patriot. And it's really picking up the corn well, beating real well. Let's brag on it too. Like we got a chance of a little rain coming in tomorrow night, which it wouldn't hurt to have a little. It's pretty dry out. Crop wise, it's just a couple places that might help. Some beans we got. Crop pretty well done. A little bit in Indiana. If it don't rain, we may turn on some water yet. Still got enough green in them. All in all, though, the crop season's pretty well over.
Looks like money to me. So, come in here. Sounds like it's transferring corn right now to the dryer. So if the pit's running, good old control room. The auger up there is running, so the dryer's calling for, well, right now it's on a timeout. No wet grain. But it's transferring, so I don't understand. Well, we'll let it run for a minute. But anyways, come in here, turn the pit on. That's why we got a timer right there, that little white box. It's on 17 minutes. So when the pit shuts off, when the dryer calls for corn, wet grain, it'll transfer. We'll let that run for a minute. Take you over to the sample room. So we come in here, moisture tester, fill that baby up with some corn, push okay. And we got some tickets here. We don't need this carbon copy. Put everything on there, data. Then at the end of the field, we add everything all up, get our yield, and yeah, that's about it. That is my life for, let's just say 2.5 months. Right now, we are filling this 200,000 bushel bin. We call it the 60 Brock. And all the dry corn's going in there. It'll probably dry out before we get that full. So we'll eventually just be transferring. Right now you can actually hear that. So we'll go out here. You can actually hear that thing running. Kind of like a buzzing sound. And when we kick that on, it goes away. So no longer transferring corn to the dryer, at least while the pit's gonna run. And we're gonna dryer straighten out. Target's 16.3, so that's coming out 16. 23, pretty close to the, it's always pretty close to the wet coming in. It's the coming out, it's kind of, I don't know. You gotta just find that happy medium, but it normally straightens itself out. It's pretty good dryer. Keeps up with us. Like David said, it's moving about 1,200 bushel an hour. What it's doing. So rough, give or take.
Definitely a little greener where the muck meets the clay. Always behind. Gonna stop, do some maintenance. This field's part of what we call muck ground. I think it's actually patent soil. And part clay, that's really good, and the clay is just way wetter, so we're gonna just get the ends off here in the clay for the trucks to be able to turn around. Then we'll knock out the muck here, then go somewhere else where it's drier, probably the sand in by St. Francisville. Well, we made the sand. Good news is it's really good, especially for this stuff. It's really drouthy. Yes, the climate is working now. Just had to delete the app and reload it. And but it's a little wet, so I think we're gonna quit for the day. Then we're gonna go back to some black dirt, another field. So we'll see how that is. But good corn, that's the main thing. Might just have to. We're gonna shut down early tonight, and then head somewhere else tomorrow. And moisture sensors in for the auger wagon, so get that in the morning too. As you can see on the drone, we got two varieties here. The 114 day, it's good and dry. The 115 day, it's a little bit wetter, and you can sure tell the plant health, but it's not quite as wet as it looks. 1587, it's just super healthy, but it's also like 26%. So try and find something drier, like I said. Beauty of it though is it makes it easier for the combine guy to find the rows. Ooh, I just barely got that drone back. About ran out of battery trying to get him pulled up going down the road. I had to keep pushing it up as it was trying to land, but we're out of here for the day. Just as our neighbors' DAC farms are pulling in. It's gonna do it for this week, or it's gonna do it for this video. I'm pretty sure we'll still be harvesting. I think another black dirt farm will be dry enough. It's 114 days like was here, but we were doing some 115 on some black dirt. It's got a little clay in it, but not a lot, so I expect to be harvesting it in the video on Sunday. So thanks for watching, and see you then. See you Sunday.